Oh, just to kick back and relax and just enjoy the day. Oh, look, here's the dog. Hey guys, welcome to my vlog video. I think this is 5th or 6th. I don't know. I'm not keeping track of it. I don't keep track of things because why would I keep track of things? It just doesn't make sense. Who cares? Doesn't matter, right? So, last week I didn't record anything because I was extremely busy and I didn't really have time to record. So this week, I'm extremely busy again and I got a lot of things going on. So my vlog video is coming out on Monday instead of the normal day. And then I don't really have anything for RuneScape this week. And Path of Exile, well, I'm going to kind of cover this here. This week I'm going to make a really long video. And that's going to be kind of it for this week. I'm not really going to put time into recording nothing. It just doesn't make sense. And I guess the easiest way to explain it is I'm kind of in a spot where I don't want to play. I play RuneScape while I'm at work and I do my mining and things like that. So I don't really have anything. I'm just mining right now. I'm just stockpiling a bunch of ore so I could start smithing one day and try and get 99 smithing. So what I wanted to kind of go over is where my current mindset is when it comes to video games. Because obviously I still love Path of Exile. I've got 3 characters that I've been working on. My decision to try and just play one until I scale up to the point of killing Uberworld kind of fell out the window because I had a horrible time trying to get maps. I spent hours trying to get maps, and I wound up spending half my currency tab on buying maps, only to run out again for them to finally release a patch that fixed the map drop. So, I was annoyed and frustrated with how the mapping was going previously. What I'm frustrated with now is they haven't fixed the problem that came with Betrayal, right? In fact, I think they made it worse because they nerfed 50% of what Betrayal had to offer, but still threw it as a core mechanic in the game. Now I have another master I have to deal with. I have another mechanic I have to deal with on top of the new league mechanic I have to deal with. It's hey, here you go, have Nico. Here you go, have Einhard. Here, have Alva somewhere running around. Oh, here, have June. Oh, by the way, don't forget you have Kavas, Shaper, or whoever the... Haven't made it through that far of the game. But you could kind of see where I'm going with this video this week. My problem is I want to play Path of Exile, but instead of playing Path of Exile, I'm having to micromanage half of what I'm doing to play Path of Exile. It's look at me very clearly, GGG, right? This is me getting serious with you because you're killing the game I enjoy playing, right? And I specify you're killing it because every league I had a mechanic, right? If I didn't like the mechanic, I didn't have to play the league, right? Now you've incorporated Delve, Incursion, Bestiary, and now Betrayal, and I'm missing one. What am I missing? Delve, Incursion, Bestiary. Delve, Incursion, Bestiary, Betrayal. No, that's it. Delve, Incursion, Bestiary, Syndicate. Yeah, along with your standard Zana and mapping. So here's where my problem comes in, right? I'm sitting here and I'm okay, I want to focus on particularly delving. I decided that I'm going to go and I'm going to go delve and dig and try and find stuff that's worth selling and everything else. Oh, I'm limited to how much sulfite I can have. I'm limited to the point that not only am I limited in getting sulfite, I'm limited in how much I can carry in sulfite. And for each time that I fill up, I have to go empty it and then go run 500 maps to try and refill it again. I got a solution for you, right? Here's the thing. You've got to set up to where you have a percent chance to run into any master in any map. right? And then you've got your daily, so you can guarantee if I go run Arid Lake with as much quantity, I'm going to get the best amount of sulfite. But you've got a 20% chance to run into any master while in a map, right? So let me go this route with you. And this is very simple, very easy to kind of fix the problem, right? Introduce a system that allows me to go in, like, let me talk to Zana here and be like, oh, here's an option. And go in and be like, okay, I'd rather delve more than these. So let's put these at 5% each and put the other 15% that was on these all into delve. So now when I run into the maps, right, I get the delve encounters, right? So if I go ahead and decide to do 50 maps, I can run into, you know, it's essentially 20% of those maps will have sulfite, right? In a sense. But if I increase it by the other force 15%, it means it's an 80% chance that I'll run into just Nico. Now, I'm not saying that means I go in and 40 out of 50 maps I get Nico, but like make it to where like when I get a master that spawns in a map, that more times out of not, it's Nico over running into the other ones. I still have a chance to get the other ones, but it's way less often. It allows me to control what experience I want to play while doing the current league. Like right now, there's just too much micromanaging. I have to worry about this and worry about where I place things and then run in and go do them and then go, okay, I need to go and do this now. So I've got my 10, I ran my 10 maps, I gotta go place them and run them here or delete them by going, yeah, I don't want that one. Like, why? I don't want to be mean, I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be raging. But you're killing my experience with Path of Exile because there's too much crap for me to have to micromanage, and you keep adding more and more complex crap. Like, I mean, I don't want to sound... This investigation was the worst system I've ever played with in my life, right? Like, I thought when I first started playing Path of Exile that this was going to be the most complex thing I was ever going to have to deal with in this game, right? Oh, where do I put these points? How do I make this damage better? How do I do that? You know, until this was introduced, I was completely fine with the passive tree being the complex thing that it is. Now, not only do I have to plan my character, I have to plan the gear for the character, I have to then plan who I'm going to put where in these things to just constantly get what I'm wanting to focus on. And it's not even something like, hey, I want, like, Chimera, you know, Leo, Guff, and Corel to be an intervention, and I want these guys here, these guys here, these guys here. It's like, oh, hey, look, Chimera showed up with Leo. Execute. Chimera moves over to freaking fortification. I hated Betrayal because you had very little control over this, right? You literally would have to go spend, and I mean, I spent hours running the ossuary, trying to get the members where I wanted them, and then spam run it once I got them there to build up for me to go do that syndicate hideout and get my rewards, and then go back and do it again. Like, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be angry. But, like, I'm forced to do things I don't want to do in this game instead of having it as an optional mechanic, right? When it was the old Masters, it was simple. It was like, hey, there's a Haku. I've got him level 7. I don't care to get him to level 8 because I'm not going to be crafting anything important with that level 8 crafting. I don't have to worry about it. I can just bypass and run. No problem. Great. I could kind of do the same thing with Alva. Just bypass and run. I could kind of do the same thing with Nico. Just bypass and run. Bestiary, I'm forced to fight these things because half the time they're doing more damage than I want them to do to me while I'm trying to run through a map. They've got some... I don't have a big problem with Bestiary because it's simple enough. I kill it, he traps it, I move on about my day, I get extra experience, a little bit of loot. Great! Happy. Occasionally I have to go to his little menagerie and I have to slaughter some so I free up some more space from others. But that's okay because there's so much space in that menagerie that I don't have to go there more than like once a 3 weeks. I don't have to go there unless I'm specifically farming something in Bestiary. I have to do this stupid mechanic. Now, I say it's a stupid mechanic because, like, I can't just go ahead and be like, okay, I want this here, this here, this here, and then this one here, right? Or whatever, in a sense. I can't just place them and have them disappear from this list so I can keep running and then come do this when I want. It's like, okay, I have to place this mechanic, so I have to put this here. Okay, great, it's where I want it. Let's go. Hold on. Load screen. Come over here. Okay, now it's been removed from my item list. Great, so now I can go and do another one because I freed up a space. But in the sense, if I'm like, okay, I only want to deal with a specific thing, I have to be like, okay, so here's... I need to get to this point. How do I get to this point? Oh, I don't have the pieces that I would need because they're not there, right? So I can't put that piece down. I can only put this piece down. So, like, now I have to try and fight my way over to that mechanic. Boom. Now my pieces are placed, but I have to run through this to get to here, right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I can't just place the piece and say, okay, this is where I want this, 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 and this to go. That's fine. Boom, place. There's all my pieces on my inventory. I go back to maps. I come back into this when I want. It's not difficult to get this. Now, I know there's a patch coming out sometime this week that's going to resolve some of the problems that the memory map and the Nexus and all that have, but at this point, I'm kind of done with this league. I'm like, I don't want to play it. I don't want to come in and log in and do this. I'm at the point where I'm like, you know, I'm not having fun. I'm having, okay, you know what, I got to the mapping phase. I like the character. Okay, I don't feel like scaling it. Screw this. I'm going to go play another character. I'm going to start over, create a new one. You know what, let's do a Ranger again. Like, I'm not having the joy in Path of Exile that I had back in the Incursion League, that I kind of had during Bestiary, that I didn't play Delve. I sat that one out. I played a lot of Betrayal, but like the last month of Betrayal, I was just like, you know, I'm done. I'm not having fun with it. There's too much crap to do and not enough for me to do what I want to do. It's like, you're like, hey, don't worry, you can go and buy these. Let me bring up not my YouTube, but let's bring up this. Let's check out trade. Don't worry, you can buy these scarabs, right? You're like, oh, I want to play a gilded... Did I spell gilded wrong? Yeah. Gilded divination scarab. We'll use this one, right? Gilded divination scarab. Boom. 40 chaos. Like, I mean, it'd be fine if chaos were raining like candy. They're not. You move on. Like, right? We take out the Gilded Divination Scarab. Let's look at what the Sulfite Scarab is. 47 chaos, 49 chaos, so 50 base. Like, oh, don't worry, you can move it down and just go to Rusted Scarab, right? A Rusted Sulfite Scarab. Oh, yeah, hey, look, that's 35 chaos. Map owner gains 20% more sulfite. Area is guaranteed to contain Nico. You see where I'm going with this. Like, you've given us the option to do the mechanic, but, and again, let me explain why this is this, right? You gave us the option to do the mechanic. Here you go. Spend 35 chaos, you get 1 Nico encounter. That's great. That's terrific. Let's see how great 1 Nico... Oh, I can't because I don't have an arid lake.
How are your maps?
Guess what? I haven't done a Zana mission today, so there's no arid lake map. So now I have to go buy an arid lake map. Okay, great. I can't even go like show you what I want to do with arid lake because I'm out of arid lakes. Like, the concept here is you go in there, right? You do your little mission. You're gonna get maybe 400, maybe 500, maybe 600. Oh, don't worry, go do it in a higher map. You'll get more. Okay, I haven't scaled my character there, so I'm still limited by what I can do. Now, let's say this is how I was making my money. I can't make enough currency here because the depth level on my mat sucks, and that's my fault, not the game's fault. My fault for not getting to that depth. But like, the concept is, if I wanted to get to the point where I can sustain currency and just buy more sulfite, so to speak, I'm limited. And yes, this is me bitching and complaining throughout this whole video. This is a bitch session. And the reason why it's that is because, like, I don't have a whole lot of time to play the video game, right? Like, I work from 10 to 7, Monday through Thursday, and I have to leave an hour and a half before work and get home an hour after work, and then go to sleep and get 8 hours of sleep. So I get from like 8:13 or 8:15 to midnight to play. So I get 3 hours and 45 minutes to really sit down and play this game, right? Then on weekends, I go to wrestling on Saturday. My entire Saturday is booked, getting into a ring, getting my ass kicked, getting up and doing it again, going home, playing for a couple hours, going to sleep because I'm worn out, and waking up Sunday to do laundry, clean up the house, do everything else I need to do that I didn't do throughout the course of the week because I decided to try and devote the 3 hours and 45 minutes to gaming. And here we are back at square one. I'm not given a lot of time, but you're forcing me to do way more than I want to do in a given time. Give me the ability with Zana or somewhere setting to turn these guys down to where I get the daily missions for them, and then I get more Nico than anything else, or more Alva than anything else, or more Einhar than anything else. The fact that, like, for me to go ahead and do what I want to do in Scarabs, I have to maintain. I mean, we're talking 35C. Let's take a look at my inventory. Because I'm a casual player. I'm not good at the game. I'm not great at the game. 35C, I can buy 2 of these. So I get 2 maps of it. Then my fun's gone until I can farm up another 70 chaos to buy 2 more. You understand where I'm going with this? It's not hard. Oh, don't worry, there's a prophecy system. You can get a master seeks help Nico. 35 alchemies. Turn that into the chaos. Just chaos. 16C. 16C, I get this, but here's the downside of that, right? I get this. You will find Nico and complete his mission. It's not 100% spawn chance, so I could do 4 maps before I see him, and he doesn't get the bonus 20%. So, wasted chaos here. I can buy 4 of these, 5 of these, and 6 of these. Yeah, 5 of them, right? 4 times 15 is 60. So, yeah, I can get 4 of these things, right? 4 of them, and I'm only going to see Nico in not every map. So it's not like I run 4 maps and I instantly get to go do Delve. Instead, I'm a roundabout. Like, I know I'm complaining, but it's not that I'm the only one that feels this way. There's a lot of people that feel like you've given us too many complex things and no way to decide whether we do it. Like, I can completely bypass this mechanic by just not interacting with Cadus. Which, I mean, if, like, I don't know if it, like, so these levels have scaled, but, like, I literally haven't touched this since, like, level 30. I just didn't care. I stopped caring. It was great, it's extra experience, but I didn't care anymore. It was too much to have to go as I'm leveling through them, and I specify this because you look at Act 1, right? Here's the first time you encounter them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At this point in the ship graveyard, I'd have to stop my leveling, go to this stupid memory system, place them, run it a little bit to free up some space, and let's say I can't place all 10 of them. I can only place 4 or 5 of them. My option is, again, delete them, or place what I can and go back and run the next 3 or 4 or 5 spaces I cleared out. So, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, I'm already past. I've already had to, like, delete one and go. You see where I'm going with this? You're forcing a mechanic that isn't allowing me to just have fun. Now, a streamer that I watch, it was like, yeah, you know what? Here's the perfect solution for Nico, right? Remove this cap. Just remove it. Stop making it a level thing. Let us have infinite, right? Let us have infinite sulfite. So if I decide that, you know what, I want to focus on this, I go ahead and I just run 150 maps and fill up my as much sulfite as humanly possible in those 150 maps. Let's say I get like 20, 30, 50, 100,000 sulfite. I can then go and spend a whole day or two doing the mechanic I want to do. Doing what I want to play. Great. It gives me the ability to control that system. Alva, I don't have a solution for Alva. I just don't do Alva. I skip it completely. You know, I skip Alva completely. Because I don't care for the mechanic. Like, there's a lot of great rewards. There's a lot of great things to do in there. It's like, I go and I do the 3 incursions, and then 20 maps later, I just forgot that I even cared about the 3 that I did because I haven't seen Alva in 25 maps. I know a couple of people that would love to just run into nothing but Alva, and then just spend all day playing versus Alva. Great. Beautiful. But they don't have that option. It's, again, go ahead and pull up this lovely thing. I don't even know. Is there a scarab for Alva? I'm sure there is. I just don't know what it is. Rusted Elder, Cartographer, Parandis, Ambush, Sulfite, Torment, Reliquary? Maybe that's it? Unique items. No. So, what is the Scarab? Breach is nice. Bestiary is nice. Divination, Elder, Harbinger, Cartographer, Parandis, Shaper, Ambush, Sulfite, Torment, Reliquary. Not Ambush, because that's going to be the strong boxes. I don't think there's a Scarab for Alva. Is there? No, so there's not. There's not an Alva Scarab. Back to my case in point. Now there's a mechanic that you can't run into aside from a master needs help. Look at this. 5 cast. Hey, if I wanted to do incursions, I could probably spend hours doing it. Because no one gives a shit about it. You see where, like, I've ranted and raved on this video, and I said I was going to. Like, this was going to be my rant and rave video because I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated. I'm tired of all the shit that I want to do in the game. And like, but I don't get the option to do it. It's like, you're screwed. Have a nice day. Bye. Like, I want to spend infinite time in Delve, but I don't get that option. I want to spend an infinite time doing incursion. I don't get that option. Like, at this point, my best option, and this is the sad truth of it, my best option is to switch this to here and pull up Gilded Sulfite Scarab. 70C. You know what the best part of this is? I could at least afford that on my standard characters. Why? Here's why. I've got 10 exalts and 800 chaos. I can literally go do this in standard. I haven't done shit for maps. In fact, I don't even think I own many maps. Boom, there you go. I got some tier 16 maps. I got some base maps, right? But I don't have shit for maps. But I've got so much garbage on this thing. In fact, I've even got a lore weave that's 6 linked in this bitch. Where is it? Oh, I love this. I screwed up a comb start for the fun of it. But like, yeah, there's my 6 link lore weave. I can go have fun in here. I've got a Death's Oath that I was trying to off color. I don't know what the hell I was doing with it, but I screwed it all up. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if I really wanted to go have more fun, because let's go check out my mine encampment. I have characters that can do the high level content, get up to the maps and go do them. Right? But in my generator, I can hold 20,000. I've got 11 flares. I've got good duration and radius and things like that. Like, I've got all this. And as you can see, my map goes semi decently deep. Not great. It's not, because I didn't play Delve. I didn't play Delve till after the fact. Now, a lot of y'all can shut your mouths right here, because I know some of y'all are going to be like, hey, you could have played Delve and experienced Delve at its best when it was at its best. I burnt myself out. I took a break. I regret it. Moving on. My rant and rave video, I've gone left and right. End of the day, my problem with this particular league, and even Betrayal, there's too much to do with no control over how to do it the right ways. And GGG, you could tell me the Scarab system. Right here with your Scarab system. Okay? Because you made Delve, which is a fucking amazing thing. But you made the Scarab so hard to get that they're impossible to buy. It's impossible for me, a part-time player that only gets maybe 12 hours a week to really sit down and play this game, to go ahead and do infinite delves. That's my problem. I don't give a shit about anything else that's being said other than my problem with it. I can't do what I want to do, and I don't want to play standard. I don't want to play where, you know, let's where I want, here's what I have, where the price of an Exalt is 158 Chaos. Right? What you pay, what you get, this and that. I don't want to play where a Mirror of Calandri, where is this, you know, oops, search. It's 247 Exalts. I don't want to play here. I don't want to play with this mechanic. I don't want to play in a sense, because like last time I looked, you know, Combs Hearts. Oh, actually they're cheaper now. Non-corrupted is only 100C. Great. Like last time I looked, these things were like 25 Exalts. Like standard was so overpriced. Looking at it now, I could come here and really have fun in standard. Inside of this other mechanic, this other bullshit, I can't have fun. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun in Synthesis, and I thought Synthesis was going to be great because you gave me another mechanic like Delve, where it's kind of like this infinite thing, only it's not infinite, and it's very, very restricted on how to do things, because I'm given, hey, here's a whole bunch of these stupid, like, I hate these stupid corners with a freaking passion. Like, if anybody wants to clip some part of this and say, like, this is the total nerd rage, I hate those stupid corners that go this way, and you're just, get 12 of them, and can't do shit with them. That's my problem. I'm agitated. You can hear it in my voice. You can hear it through my rant and rave. It is a rant and rave about this fucking league. Constructive feedback. I mean, there's so many great ideas to fix the problems that are going on. And I don't even care about the problems that are going on in Synthesis. I don't. I don't give a shit about the Synthesis problems. What I give a shit about is the other stuff. Like, you're going to fix Synthesis by the time that we get through the first month. It'll be a great mechanic. It'll be great to play. The problems that it had would be fixed and resolved, much the same way Betrayal's issues were fixed and resolved, but by then I'm at the point where I just don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play Path of Exile because of how annoyed I am with how much crap there's to do and no way to focus on a single event in it. Like, I get it, you want us to play the main mechanic, but why? Why do I want to play the main mechanic? It's got nothing for me other than crafting. Like, I was excited about crafting this league. I don't give a shit about crafting this league anymore because none of it fucking makes sense. None of it makes sense. I'm going to leave that to somebody that makes sense of it to put a video out on how to make sense of it, because I can't make sense of it. That may be me being dumb. That's fine. I make it be completely stupid in how simple that mechanic is. But I don't understand it. And because I don't understand it, I don't want to fuck with it. It may not be that complex, and I might have just missed a video. Like, when I found out how to, like, make this thing here, like, spread it to the whole thing, I was like, great, I understand it, I get it, terrific. But the crafting system doesn't make sense. I'm sure there's a video by now out. I just don't care to look for it, because I don't want to fuck with this mechanic. I've bypassed it for, like, past level 30, when I can just run through the rest of the game, because I got past the hard part. Like, after level 38, I don't need to do this mechanic anymore, because I'm past the hard part of the game for me. I'm past the, okay, I need to get to level 38 so I can get all my gems and I can start running labs, I can start doing the other things, boom! Don't need to worry about this memory fragment shit. That's my personal playstyle on it. People may love it, build it up, and do everything else and mess with it. Go watch Mathel, Zizaran, or whoever the hell you want to watch with their mechanics. But I don't care for it. I just don't. I don't care for it. I was hopeful, I was excited about it. I'm not anymore. It's like literally being like, hey, I'm getting you a brand new car. You're going to love this brand new car. It's got great features in it. It goes really fast. It's really cool looking. It's going to get you all the ladies. And you're sitting here going, shit, I'm getting a Porsche or Lamborghini. And somebody pulls up with a Volkswagen Beetle. Unless you're Gabriel Iglesias, or have an obsession with Volkswagen Beetles, no one cares. Like, that's my rant and rave. I'm done. I can literally sit here for 2 hours. I probably should have just done a live stream on it and complained on a live stream. People could have offered their advice, but I don't stream anymore. I've lost a lot of my joy out of streaming because I don't know, I guess I'm getting older. I don't know. But you get where I'm going. You can listen to my rant and rave. You can not listen to it. I don't care. I'm not. This is my hobby. This is just me venting to somebody that'll listen because the camera listens. You don't have to listen. That's the beauty of the fucking internet, right? Anyway, guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.